Yes, bring us some more stuff, my friend. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. This is Frogman, and welcome back to Satisfactory. Last episode, I believe, we built a little bit of an aluminum processing facility and did a bunch of looking around in base, and there's some more stuff that has happened in between episodes that I think we're probably going to need to speak about. So let's go ahead and take care of a bunch of that first, and then we're going to go, well, let's go do the first thing, which is let's go unlock something in that, and then we can talk about what I did in the base, and then we can unlock something in that, and then we can talk more about what we did in the base, and if we get lucky enough in the amount of time, we should have enough time to do a few more things. So, the one thing about the advent of getting the aluminum, clad aluminum sheets is that a lot of this silly, crazy belting mess that I've been kind of trying to balance out and do kind of tends to go away. So we're capable now of pushing 780. Where is it? Where did I put them? I know I put them down here somewhere. Number 7. We're now capable of pushing 780 items per minute down a belt, which is amazing because that means you can take a lot of these little random projects that you got running on the slower stuff. Of course, it's one of those things I usually do almost every time, and then recombine them so that you can get rid of these. Now, these two belts, actually these top 3 belts, are very, very good. They get you all the stuff that you need to do, but it's starting to be down as some of the kind of the complaint that, again, I'm going to continue to have with this game, is that they don't scale evenly past that point. It's double at this point, but then it doesn't double. It gets double plus, well, 40, or what is it, 30, and then it doesn't quite double, and then it doesn't quite double. I wish that their numbers would make sense in simple, easy math. And again, this is some of that stuff that just drives me up the wall. But let's go. I forgot to actually check and see what we needed. So we have I've got chests and boxes and stuff laying around all over the place because I did do a little bit of work. I want that thing right now, so we're going to select that milestone. We need computers. We need, well, just give them the sheets for right now. So we need a bunch of more motors. Give me all the motors that we have. Just give it everything that we've got right now. We can come back and grab a few more things, and we can kind of talk about stuff as we go. So Hover Packet is an amazing, amazing, amazing building tool. It is something that I really, 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 really wish they would implement I don't know, a tier or 2 earlier than they do. Flight in this game is not as important as they would like you to believe it to be, but once you get that hover pack, building becomes so much simpler than some of the other things that you can build with. I mean, it's just, I find it easier building looking down at things because you can kind of see where things line up, and there are certain structures, especially the refineries and anything that has pipe on it, that is just so much easier to build looking down at things. So give it one more of those and go.
Milestone reached. The hover pack enables aerial overview of all powered factories as well as easy transport across multi-level buildings by wirelessly connecting to the power grid.
It's a really interesting thing, and that was introduced in update 5. However, it's kind of annoying when it comes to some other stuff. So let's go ahead do this one as well. We'll get that selected so that we know what we need when it comes back. And let's go build us a hover pack so we can kind of overlook at some of the fun stuff that I have been doing in base. So hover pack is down here, right? It's in this thing. Hover pack, hover pack, hover pack, hover pack. Can manage to make one. Please craft one for me, please. So in between episodes, I did do a whole bunch of stuff in preparation for this one because there's a whole bunch of things we need to go do. Plus, I ran around and got a whole lot of hard drives because, well, you know, there are some things we're going to be building fairly soon that we need in order to be able to kind of move on with the game. What do you have for me today, ma'am? Actually, that is a really, really, really good recipe, and I have been waiting on that one. I'm surprised it's taken as long as it has. Yes, please, confirm. Cook another one. We should be getting pretty close to everything that I want to do today. So, hover pack. Let me put on my hover pack now. This guy, he's a little bit of fun. I think we can do this in here. Yeah, we can. They're fairly slow, and they're not the greatest thing in the world when it comes to being able to do things. Plus, they have to be relatively close to electrical power all the time, as you see that little light that flies over. But as long as you're within a reasonably close distance of some electricity, well, things work a little better. So the first thing I want to talk about is this corner over here. This used to be where we made a massive pile of copper sheeting right there, that stuff. It's all gone now because we have a recipe that is called steamed copper sheets that works in the actual refineries that we have over here, and it's one of the things I don't like about it. If you're moving upwards and you open the inventory, it will tend to do this continuous rise, and that is the same thing that the just quit. Gimme. I can't wait for this in this update. Go away. Thank you. It will continuously rise, just the same thing that the jetpack does as we go. So over there on that end of the world, and I'm going to have to see how close we can get. Cool. I built a whole bunch of refineries, and basically that was that one set of refineries that we had running a bunch of copper over there that I have then shoved into a bunch more refineries so that we can make as many copper sheets as we possibly can. So that recipe, hey, that's you don't need to be there anymore. That recipe is reasonably good. See, I already screwed up and scrolled. Give me a second. Okay, so that guy's back now. Let's take a look at this little thing here. If we rotate this, you guys can see what I'm talking about with the steamed copper sheets. What's nice about a steamed copper sheet versus the regular recipe is this is a 1-to-1. It takes one copper ingot, turns it into one copper sheet. Whereas in the regular one, copper sheets here, I guess I should start doing it this way. It's a 2-to-1. So you get as many copper ingots as you can shove into the process, you get that many copper sheets back out, which means you can make a whole lot more circuit boards and AI limiters. And let me see, can I see it? Yeah, AI limiters and all those kinds of things. Because again, it's all about trying to maintain the amount of stuff that happens. With this as well, when we did all this work, because of that, that means I can now kind of decently process some other things, which is going to be, can we get up here? I have started to craft, what is this one? I forget now. This one is making the high-speed connectors. This one should be making supercomputers. Now, supercomputers is a MAM unlock. At least at this point, it's a MAM unlock. I did this a long time ago because it's part of the Caterium region thingy, whatever. And supercomputers are going to be necessary for some of the stuff that we're going to need to build early on later on. So I did go ahead and automate that. We're at this point now where we're going to start just building one-off manufacturer processes just so that they can kind of keep stuff going. I was working on this one, and I think I got to that point and said, okay, I quit. But because we have all of this other operational stuff down here, I can actually start producing, I think, even more of those computers now if I want to. I did hook up the whatever these things are again, the modular engines, and we're just feeding those into an awesome sync right now because they have a pretty reasonable amount of reasonable amount of stuff. So can you please go down? It's just faster sometimes to get around with this than it is anything else. Can we just go? It's been a couple of days since I played the game, but it's definitely just faster to get around sometimes. This is currently doing another thing that we need, which is the radio control units, and we have a few of those going up, and I'm going to actually need 50 of those for the next part of the research. Again, everything for this was right here pretty much, except for the aluminum, the casings. So I just ran those all over here, plugged in another one of these, and we now have radio control units to play with. These, once we stock this thing up, when this barrel or this box is full, I will start putting that into an awesome sink. This upper floor is starting to get filled in with some of these kinds of machines and these kinds of processes. There's a whole point about what we're going to do is right here is just to kind of get some of this stuff together so that we can do a bunch of unlocks so we can build some more material. So Can you just go over here? I need to start putting in some more of these, but this base is just such a pain in the butt to use that it doesn't really matter what you do with it as far as how things go. I will never build one like this again. It's been kind of fun, but we're getting ready to do some more work. So in order to do aeronautical researching, we needed some of that, some more motors, and some of the whatever this stuff is. Let me go get that stuff and we'll be right back. There we go. For a second there, I forgot how to hip scoot. Let's get this one unlocked. This one's gonna be some fun stuff. We'll need to use these probably for... Can you go? Everybody go into the pool. Thank you. Done. Hit it. I'm wondering why I'm not hearing that. I must have that turned way down.
Milestone reached. Aerial transport of resources is now possible with the use of drones, ideal for shipping across long distances or difficult terrain. Ensure the presence of batteries at drone ports for optimal results. A new project part enables progress to the next phase.
All right, so we now have 14 minutes to kill while we deal with this mess. The new project part that I believe this one spoke of is going to be the first of those 4 critters up in the corner, which is going to be the assembly director system. This also gets us sulfuric acid, batteries, drones, and of course the actual unlock for supercomputer. I don't know why they put this in the MAM and also right here. I guess it's a reasoning so that you can maybe try to unlock some stuff eventually, but Update 6 is going to change a lot of stuff, and like I stated last episode, we will be playing Update 6 just as soon as they can prove to me that it's not going to just destroy this world, because I'm not interested in starting over. I already know how much fun we're going to have when we moved to Update 6, because there were so many of those little flying crab bug things around here. Those will respawn in the base. Probably a bunch of the trees that were here in this area will respawn underneath. And everything, I know that's kind of one of the reasons why I like this spot, is because there's not a whole lot of crap to cut down there, but when we move to the next one, when we open that up to the next level, well, the next update, we're going to have a lot of fun cleaning things up. So, drones, transportation, drone hub. Drone hub requires a decent amount of stuff. It also requires a decent amount of stuff here. However, these things are very, very, very handy if you need to be able to move small amounts of material from one point to another. They can go over any distance, any direction. All you do is tell it what port to go to, what port to come from. It will fly back and forth and deliver, I think, 8 or 9 stacks of items, depending on what it is. They're incredibly fast. The throughput is terrible because they don't hold anything. But if you have that one thing you need to get from point A to point B and you do not feel like running a truck or a train across the map, they're the thing to use. That means we need to start looking at making batteries, and that means we need to start looking at that assembly director. So let's look at batteries. Batteries are pretty simple, easy. On this level, we're going to need to... I'm going to actually hope that that cleared before this is, because I don't like this recipe. There are multiple recipes for batteries as well, and we're going to have to touch on the aluminum stuff, because I've already... part of the reason why I went to go play was so that we could go get some more stuff. I guess today's going to be one of those back and forth days of us looking at things. What did we get? Excellent. I want that one. Thank you. Confirm. Do it again. We're going to kind of keep doing these for a while because we need to do batteries and we need to do things. The assembly director, how much fun are you, my friend? Can you please click the right button? This thing. Okay, so that thing is going to require supercomputers, and it's going to require the, whatever those things are, adaptive control units, which we need to probably go ahead and start doing that right now, today. That's pretty handy because the supercomputer is right there, and those are right there. So the only thing I need to go do is run modular frames, I think from right there over to there. Let's get that knocked out real fast. That'll get us something to do while we're busy doing this, and then we can start making those things. So, yes. What are you doing? Are you working? Can we make this any faster at this point? I don't know how many encased industrial beams I'm technically making. What's the frame speed on that? Can I make one of these right now? What is this? You are gonna go. You don't even need to be that. You're an assembly machine. Assembly machine. Assembly machine. Assembly machine. Go there. You are an assembly director system. You are going to be one. That sucks. 2 of these for one of those. Oh wow, that's gonna be a while. Okay, how many of these are we gonna be capable of making? Why am I doing that? You can look right here. Just grab one of these. Quit running away from it. Adaptive control units, you're gonna be making 1 per minute, which means that's 1 per minute, 5 per minute. Automated wiring, I know we're making plenty of that. Let's take a look at seeing about setting this up. How many of these are we making right now per each? 2.8. Okay, I think we can do this then. You. Can I overclock this and get that up to 2 a minute? Two adaptive, 1 per minute. If I overclock you to this, 2 per minute. I wonder what that's gonna be like. So it'd be 2 per minute there, or whatever it is. It should be 2 per minute on that one. We're making all of this at least that speed, I think. How much are we doing on these wiring kits thingies? I would like to be doing that. That's a long time. 4,000 of those is going to be hours from now. So hours and hours and hours and days. We'll probably end up having to make that run. That's why I want to start working on that one right now, and then the next one as well. We should be making 2 per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is that, like 2.5? That'd be a... Yeah, it should be 10, at least 10. And this will double that, probably. I might have to do a little bit of fiddling then. All right, let's do... I guess let's do the thing, since I don't need you anymore. Let's run a set of... I'm just going to, like, really ugly kind of do what I did here, except I'm not going to really kind of ugly do what I did there. We're going to hang it off of these posts over here. We could build it over here and then just run those that direction. That's kind of backwards and forwards. Let's run some heavy modular frames over there. They're definitely... There's somewhere in the middle of this mess, and I don't remember where, so we'll do this. Do I have a smart splitter capability on us? Where are you? So this is where I'm talking about where it gets a little easier to play with when you're messing with things that allow you to look up. See that line? You can see the line now. See how the line is not really easy to tell? You now know the line is there, plus you can see that the arrows actually match up, so it's amazing. Can we do that? And then, what do I have for belts? Scroll, please. We'll take you something like that. Let's get that hooked up for right now. You need to be set on this side as overflow. Thank you. And then I will go grab a something like this probably. I have power. Go. Up. Up. Hello. See, now it's stuck in the down motion. I don't know what the heck the deal is. Again, it makes for building so much easier, but when the thing is bugged out like it does. All right, so we're gonna put those about right there, I think. And then I should be able to do something like this. We'll just do that. let's see. We know where it's at. It's got to be right there. And then I can do that again. Like right about, I should be able to catch it about right there. And right, is that where we put it? Yeah, we did. Okay, right there. And I think that's gonna be short enough to do this. Yes, cool, nice. And then that needs to get hooked up over here. And then you are where? You're the one that's not hooked up on the back right there. So if I just might actually get lucky. Where's that gotta be, right? Actually, that needs to be... Shoot. Well, I guess, again, it doesn't really matter. These are very temporary because once we do all of this work, all of this stuff's going to probably get torn down and put somewhere else. There. That should get that guy back running again. That's almost straight. It'll work. Those will take a while. Wow, did I not line that one up at all? Oh, it's because they had to go around the corner. That's cool. Okay, so those will be set up, ready to go. So then the next thing we need is going to be this plus the supercomputer. Do we have space somewhere? Like down here, maybe? Well, I just got to feed it back into that. Let's put it... Can I get it right here? I mean, I really hate to say that. Is it down and dirty enough that we can put it right there? Because I just need this to kind of work at it while we do other things. I just need it to kind of work at it. I don't need it to be anything fancier than this. Do I? So that we can kind of just play with things as we go. It was terrible. I can't get it done worth the dang. Never mind. Never mind. Just hook it up. We'll leave it alone. I'll fix this all eventually. Because right now it's just going to be picking at it. All I want it to do is just pick at it. Where is this thing? You. Give me some power. More MAM research. Where is this? Can I get you to go to... No, not that. Quit. Right there. That's fine. And then this will just feed over there into... not awesome sink, the space elevator. You know, I love this idea. I thought it worked really good, and then you get to this point where you can't get things to just look nice because of how they have to act. So we're just gonna do like we normally do. I'll just run a temporary belt over to there, and can you do this probably like right there? I love, see, like they won't snap to the beam because the beam is in the way kind of thing, but it'll snap right there fine. You know, I really will learn. I really will learn. All right, are you working? Did I not? Oh, it did the thing, didn't it? Nice. Do the thing to there. All right, so we're going to feed that supercomputers and adaptive control units, and those are going to slowly over time make us some assembly director thingies. I will likely, good Lord, is this bass loud? I will likely go ahead and probably double up on this just so that we can see how much it's going to work. So 15 automated wiring, I think we're making that much. I think. So I'll have to look. I might have to put another one of those down over there, but that's fine. We're not using them for anything else. So those will drop down. Let's go get that hooked up to the... let's see. Well, we'll just do the simple stuff here. Come on down. Yeah, I know. I broke my neck, and I did that wrong, too. I love it. Can we please just do this? Thank you. I got to fix this as well. I don't know why this is not covered up at this point. But we can just plumb that into... We'll just put it into... that side. Wow. I am so good at this game. So good at this game. Grab that one, turn it, make it at least reasonably straight for now, and then do that, and then we'll leave it alone. That'll slowly pick at that over time. I'm not planning on trying to make all these things at once. We have a lot of work we've got to get done, and those final cubes on the end, those spaghetti thingies, they take an awful lot of work to do. So what's the next thing we can unlock now that we're here? Because I think next episode we're going to start working on a battery factory. So tier 5, nuclear power. Do I really want to fool with this right now? That'd get us this. What is that thing? I forget. See, the worst part is I want this one. I want this one because this one has this stuff. So let's unlock that one. Let me gather all it up. We'll be right back. All right, I think that's everything, right? Let's go pop that one open. You want a lot of wire, radio control units, a bunch of those, and go.
Milestone reached. The object scanner can now find underground wells which can be pressurized to extract resources such as nitrogen, water, and oil. Nitrogen will contribute to more advanced aluminum parts.
Where is it? It's under production. There they are. Pressurized well, resource well extractor. This is an interesting thing that they added that's kind of really cool. There's actually something that I've been kind of waiting on for a little while now, and it's the fact that we have a really large amount of oil sitting right up on top of that platform right over there, and we can now see it. If I do this, I believe. Should be like right here. Eventually. Those are those, right over there, and then they should go ding, 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 ding up there. Eventually, whatever. We'll worry about that one later. That's going to be something that we're going to possibly use in a later date so that we can make a few things. So, the ma'am dinged, and then I think we're going to do... What do we got? Are we at that point now where, yeah, we're not getting anything good? We're at that point again where we're not getting anything good. How many more hard drives do we have? We have 2 left. I will go ahead and take this one for now. I'm going to run another hard drive for now. And, yep, don't do that. That was a wasted thing. And then we're going to run over here real quick and go take one more look at some other stuff that we need to kind of make some changes to, because we now have the ability to make this area a little bit better and this area over here, well, this area a little bit better. So let's take a look at these 2 recipes that I managed to find while we were out wandering around, and I will probably be going ahead and implementing them very shortly. So let's find a spot to put this down right there, and we can look at this really quickly. So we got a new alternate recipe for aluminum, which is sloppy alumina. This is an interesting thing because it gets rid of the silicon that comes out of that problem. First off, that means you don't have to worry about the pain that comes with the silicon for the other things. So it's definitely something that works. However, it's a kind of a deal where you got to be kind of careful with your numbers. Again, this one's going to put out 240 per minute. This is currently putting out 120. So it'll take a little bit more stuff, or a little bit less stuff. I think whatever it is, like this, like that one's 200, right? 200 and makes 240, whereas this one is 120 to 120. So we're gonna get a little bit more out of that without having to deal with that silica that's right there. The next thing is the alternate that does this one, where right there, if you want to do this, you can do the pet coke, petroleum coke. You will get a considerable amount more scrap for it. However, this one is not nearly as easy to use as some of the other ones are. The one that I think I did get, I'm hoping I got it. I might have to go back and look around. I thought I got the other one that would allow me to go straight from this to aluminum scrap, but maybe I didn't, so I'll have to keep looking around. If I recall correctly, there's another one that does that. Now, there should be another recipe. Did I get this one? This one. Rotate. I don't know why I keep pressing R thinking I'm going to get a rotate out of it. Alternate pure ingots, meaning that I don't have to screw at all with those foundries down there anymore. So that's the beauty of that whole mess right there. You basically just go from 1 to 1. I do believe right here you lose a little bit compared to what those are. Those are 60 into 30 versus this one is 90 into 60. So I think you lose a little bit more here, but after that, the process is pretty much the same. So what I'm going to be doing in between episodes is we're going to be swapping all of those over to the other one. I think that's, I'm just lost. I think at this point, I don't care about this one because we're already mixing coal. Yeah, you can get a little bit more right here, but not a whole lot. And that'll help you get a little bit more stuff. But getting rid of these foundries means you don't have to deal with that silica, which means you can use that silica for something else. Crystal oscillators or things and stuff like that. So I think for right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and convert a couple of things over. I think actually we got another one here, didn't we? Let's look at this. There should be... Thought we just got this. Those. Yeah, we have these as well, which will make a whole lot more of those things, but it really chews through stuff. So anyhow, I will see you all in the next episode. I think we're going to get ready to start doing some silly stuff. It's probably time to start looking at a battery facility because batteries are very good for power. Batteries are very good for a few other things, and they're going to be necessary if we want to use those drones. I'm going to want to use those drones because we're going to need to be able to pull in the nitric or the nitrogen or whatever. Where is it? Not that one. This, that, nitrogen gas, and I'm not going to run a train to go get it. We don't need a lot of it. We're going to be doing just what we need to do when we get to that point. But pretty soon we're going to start building some more stuff and more things, and well, it's over there somewhere, somewhere over there in that area. So thank you guys so much for watching. We've had a lot of fun. There it is. It finally dinged. It's a long ways away, but that's what I'm talking about. I don't feel like running a truck or a train all the way over there to go get that stuff. We can bring it back over here with a drone. The drone will be the most efficient, effective way to get it back and forth for us, at least for wherever we need to go. So I guess we'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.